They come in the booth and they get spinning, winning, blocks, ops, hackers, lackers. Everything is going to be the same exact thing on every single song.
So we're talking about music, hip hop.
All right.
We're talking about Gen Z versus the golden era. Who has better music? And when I say the golden era, I'm talking about like Ghostface, Method Man, Rick Ross, people who are still active. You know what I'm saying?
The golden era and
versus Gen Z.
I have to say the golden era. The golden era in the 90s. The 90s was like the best. Drill we had was a little balance. You know, we had X, but see X, he'll break it down and he'll go into prayers. He got those meaningful music like it ain't always shoot 'em up bang bang. With like the Gen Z music now, it's like everything you turn on, it got those beats,
everything sound the same.
It just sound the same, like right. You know what I'm saying. You got the Dirks and you got the Lil Babies. It's some music that I do like that they got now, but overall, my playlist doesn't have most of that on it. I even say some. I got some Kodak Black songs on my playlist. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's some things that I do like in the Gen Z, but overall, we comparing it, I'm gonna have to go with the golden era.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about fashion now. Fashion-wise, Gen Z versus the golden era. Who had better fashion? Like,
you know, it's the golden age. You know, we had the U's. I grew up on U's jeans, Jabot, Coogee sweaters.
I think the 90s fashion can compete with today's fashion?
Yeah, like that's why they keep bringing it back. Every time they gotta rebrand it. Now Iceberg came back, Skino came back, cause that's the essence of that fashion. It is some fly. It's some fly Gen Z fashion type brands out now too. So don't get me wrong, but if I had to choose, I just like that old school. You know, I'm just a nostalgic. Maybe I'm a nostalgic junkie. You know what I'm saying? But when you had that on back then, it was like, yo, like now it's still the same way, but I'm gonna go with golden era.
All right. So let's talk about drill, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think there'll ever be another drill artist as influenced that has a lot more influence than Pop Smoke?
Pop Smoke. I don't really on my radar. That's what I seen. Because he had a very impactful time, you know, and I caught it like towards the end. So, and I was like, yo, I had to make those calls like, yo, who's this? And I don't really think that nobody really like his impact and what he's doing. And I could be wrong, because you know, it's a lot of guys that like I'm seeing that being promoted now, like you know, some of them locked up, like K-Flox and what's the other guy? Chef G. With some of Chef G joints. Who else, man? You know, the Sleepy Hollows. They got a sound that is like I could say they could match.
Dope.
Chef G. Chef G though.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Free Chef G.
Yeah. One last question. Have you heard the Perfect Rap album?
The Perfect Rap album?
Perfect Rap album.
Yeah, I heard the Perfect Rap album.
Which one is it?
I heard a lot of Perfect Rap albums.
No, you gotta give me one.
The perfect one. I'm gonna give you the not recently. In the past 10 years. to say, people go pay attention. J. Cole's KOD album.
Okay.
KOD.
I agree.
KOD is a smash. No skips.
Yeah.
And the way he got it in the order and the songs and the concepts that he's speaking on. I think that album got overlooked. Yeah.
What?
All right, so we talking music, right?
Yeah.
It's drill versus boom bap. Who has the better music?
The better music? I'm gonna say boom bap because of the fact that the substance is a lot more than like the drill. When you hear the drill records, you kind of know what you're gonna get. It's always gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna boom you. I got my eyes there, but like on the boom bap, it could take you different places. You know what I mean? Like you could rap to a chick on the boom bap record. You could talk about that's going on in life, and you could talk about that same type that they saying on them, or on the boom bap record. And I just love samples and chopping them, and I feel like it's more of an art form.
Right.
You know what I mean? I like to listen to me some drill here and there, but that's where I'm at on that one.
Okay. Do you think there'll ever be another drill artist as big as Pop Smoke and more influential for New York?
For New York, I feel like that ship is sailing out. They gotta jump on the next thing. However, I don't know if you count the sexy drill. Shout out to Cash Cobain and them. He making a real mark with the sound with that. He kind of pioneered that whole sound with that. But you talking like strictly like the drill record? I don't know. I feel like it's getting towards the end of that. It's run its course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, the sound of them type of drill records, because drill music, you had like the Chief Keef type drills, and then now you got like this, so it's like, and maybe it's going to turn into something else. The sound.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
People love ignorant shit, like it's always going to be around.
Yeah.
Ignorant always going to sell.
Anybody as big as Pop Smoke?
This is New York, gotta be.
I don't see it, bro.
Pop Smoke is, I ain't gonna say they're gonna be better than him, but as big as it's always a new star gonna come around every few years. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
We should start again. So she was telling me we should start it. One more time. Waist nigga sweater like a cardigan. She all my type of temptation to make a cardinal sin. Long conversations, relations. Know I was smarter than them other niggas. So she was telling me we should start again.
Gen Z versus the golden era. Who has better music?
It's on the artist. If you got good music, you got good music. You don't got good music, you don't got. Whether it's drill, whether any genre you in, if you drill and you nice and drill, then you nice and drill. You got a good album in drill. I had to see somebody make a full drill album that's fire, where everything's back to back stories. You know what I'm saying? For women, it's not the same drill beat. Drum beat going the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Fabio did that. He created his album was a good.
He even switched the regular rap.
He did a drill album that was put together.
He melted his own song.
But that's not all drill though.
Yeah.
You got to keep in mind, drill is just going at dudes.
I know that, but I'm talking about that.
So drill is
that British.
If you're not rapping about ops, is not drill. If you still want a drill beat,
right?
That's the case. Then what we do is drill.
It's no longer drill.
For real, that's.
See, we put too much, like.
And then again, what is drill? Like
shit. Yeah, like now drill is only out music. That's. Because I thought drill was like a
See, so I think our version of drill
of hip hop.
I think our version of drill would have been Onyx. Like that, because
that's a fact. Then Mobb Deep was drill music,
right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you can ski mask up and go get it, go
Nas a little bit, but Mobb.
He said
Nas was
Mafia,
but Nas was a smarter
Right.
Yeah,
So
intellectual.
Mobb Deep was making ignorant shit, bro.
Yeah.
Eye for an eye. Like, come on, my nigga.
Right on your face.
That was
brain with your nose.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on.
But I just think that the separation is lyrical content, and just from somebody being in the studio every single day watching niggas.
Yeah.
What I notice is that niggas don't write no more. Say the first thing that come to their mind. See, from our era, niggas took our time and we wanted to make sure that I didn't say what he said, and then we would even be in the studio and be like, yo, bro, what you said? I don't want to say nothing. Like, we make sure.
I write
verses
to say something that nobody said.
Right, I don't want to say what
no man said.
Right, absolutely. That's
how I try to write.
Right, and that's the era that we from. We from exactly. These niggas, they come in the booth and they get spinning, winning, blocks, ops, hackers, lackers. Everything is gonna be the same exact thing on every single song. It ain't never gonna change.
And we sound like we young rap bashing.
No, I'm not young rap bashing. This is talking from a nigga. Yo, bro, hold on. I can say this. I'm gonna tell you why I can say this. Because I think, yo, bro, I recorded everybody from the local niggas. I recorded everybody from the local niggas to the Dougie B's, all these niggas that I've been in the studio with, and I'm telling you, the Shawnee Bonnies and all these, they all do the same thing when they get in the booth. They freestyle some. They don't really put a lot of thought. They might come up with one bar that they had that they thought was
some of the females is hard.
The females is harder than the dudes these days.
I think that's
Kenzo B, Shawnee Bonnie, I like them all.
I think that approach of recording like that just it's the same as writing, but you just not writing it down. And I think it's but their flows and the stuff that they're coming up with is wild creative, bro.
No, it's not, bro.
It's not creative.
Let me tell you what. Some of their songs are creative. Some of the lines, they might have a line here, a line there, but collectively, the whole thought process is about to do it on the fly, and that's why it's here today going tomorrow.
I mean,
I never saw that.
So we're gonna say, right? You can say that because they don't write and they go in the booth and make music. So Jimi Hendrix, right? He didn't write me. He couldn't even correct me. I don't want to say this wrong. But he didn't read or write music and stuff like that, right?
No,
but he still was able to freestyle and make some great. So that's not.
But you're talking about the exception. You're talking about the exception. That's not the rule. Everybody's not Stevie Wonder. Everybody's not Ray Charles. Everybody's not Jimi Hendrix. But yo, bro, a lot of these cats are the same cat.
Go for that.
A lot of these cats are the same exact cat. It's like
it's definitely more into follow what everybody's doing
like, yo, bro,
than to create your own shit.
I could play you songs that I recorded yesterday. That a nigga said the same line on one song at 12 o'clock that he recorded and said the same line at 5 o'clock.
That's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? It's like, yo, bro, he's not even trying to make a difference from hour to hour.
Now, I remember when we came up, like BS, like one of the dudes who taught, me and Face how to do music and write music and stuff. And he would always say, like, when you write something down, don't just write it down. Think about how you can make it as fire as you can before you put it on paper. But today, that's not what they jacking. But if you do that now, it's almost gonna go over everybody's head, boy.
No, it's not.
Because they don't want to think about it. Like they don't want to. They just want to understand it.
The only reason why they don't is because niggas keep saying nobody wants.
But that's not kind of a win too. Like maybe we was wrong, right? Maybe we was wrong thinking that you had to do.
But my shit gonna be intense. You gonna have things to listen to. When
right.
I write a drill song right now on that same beat. Everything.
It's gonna have meaning. It's gonna have feeling. It's gonna be a real story. It's gonna be. You can picture it. You understand what I'm saying?
But they don't want to think.
No,
like
bro.
They don't want to. They want to get it right away. And I mean, being catchy, right? That's the objective to do music. So that's why kind of they went into is because they're making simple music that once you hear it 2 times, you already know the song. That's a bad thing, or is it a good thing?
That's amazing.
The objective is to sell records and catch people's attention.
Cool.
So are we really saying that this is bad, or is it good for business? If you
were the only one doing it, see, like the thing is that I think that part of the thing that messed everything up is reality music and reality TV, same thing. It stopped being about entertaining. It started being like, well, I really spin blocks. I really shoot niggas. And then so they got a phone full of incriminating evidence, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's more interesting.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So
we don't talk about that.
Right,
shit. Who want to go to jail for somebody burnt?
Yo, bro, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it never.
I want to burn a nigga again and get away with it again. And keep my rhyme, bro.
Right. And then act like I don't know nothing about it.
When you in an interview like this, like right now, you tell a nigga straight up, don't play with me.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I just watched something.
That's how you gonna know who's real for real. Then if you try it, then shit, somebody died, then you know. All right, then don't play with them no more.
Right.
I don't gotta say that in my verse.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Or do a background check on niggas and go ask people. So.
That's right. That's a fact.
You don't gotta talk about that. You can say it in a way you don't have to incriminate yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
that niggas be saying niggas' names.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all be saying my little nigga's name too, my family name in your songs. You know what I'm saying? You smoke them, but you already know.
But see, even y'all gonna say that, y'all gonna put that on drill rappers, right? A.R. Ab is a drill rapper? No, right? He's not a Gen Z rapper, right?
No.
Bro, I just watched an interview from him where he was going wild, sitting with like how he's sitting with his young boy, and like, yo, my young boy caught bodies. My young boy, I seen him do it.
He doing
like,
45.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, we putting all of this ignorance on just the Gen Z generation, and we kind of responsible for that. We was doing that shit and taught them that shit, bro. Like I'm saying, we taught them a lot of that ignorant shit.
But hold up. Who has better music?
Right, because that's the thing. It keeps coming back to that.
Because that's hard to say, bro. You can't say whether the 80s was better, whether the 90s was better, whether the 2000s was better, whether now is better. Like everybody had.
I think the 90s was better than the 80s.
Right, and I think
I kind of feel like I want to say that, right?
I think the 90s is better than the 80s, and I also think that the late 90s is better than the late 2000s.
No, the 90s is better.
The 2000s wasn't fire though.
The 80s niggas era, like the day shit.
2007, 2008, 2009. I started when it made this shit.
What you think Big Daddy came in
like it as much.
Think when they see, they like, oh, shit, you know what I'm saying?
So you think Big Daddy Kane and them was proud of what we took? Like,
yes,
that's what I'm saying. We're the next. I'm not even gonna say we, cause like, but the next after Big Daddy Kane, the people that carried it on from them was proud.
Yes.
And then the people from there was proud of the 2000s.
I believe so. Yes.
So we just.
You wanna know why?
When it got to now with this generation, this is what we lost.
Because you know why? Because bro, these young boys, they pull up to the studio and they don't.
That's kind of foul, bro.
Nigga, they sneaky
legs. We put a lot on them if this.
Here's the thing. We gave Kane his respect. We gave Kane his respect. That was 2007, 2008. That's what I'm trying to say. That was.
Bro, we had
that was before L. That was before L.
No disrespect to my niggas.
We had nonsense too, though, bro. We had
but you know what I'm saying? That's my son, though. You know, for White Tee, bro, like.
That's why I think the 90s, all of the 90s, all of the 90s is better than.
Lean with it, ride with it. Come on, dog. Come on.
Right.
So you think those match up to some drill shit?
Right now, when you drive around,
drill shit is better than that.
That's what I'm saying.
I like drill shit better than the lean with it, ride with it.
Yeah, no, that's
you listening to 90s music when you drive around.
That's what I'm saying. It's the artist, man.
Sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. What's
your drill artist? Is a drill artist is fire? Show me the illest.
That's what you listen to?
Who's the number one top drill artist? No.
You listen like when you wake up and you want to bump something, you bump in Mobb Deep. Now I say I bump Mobb Deep sometimes still, but I'm just saying on the album I want to hear what's out there.
That's what I play.
Especially as artists, you gotta know what's going on because you, even though we from that era, you gotta grow with the times, bro. You can't still totally be stuck in that.
That's not what I'm mentioning.
But I want to know one thing. Who's the number one top drill rapper right now, selling the most platinums, everything?
I would say if we were gonna say anything,
platinum plaques,
G Herbo. If anything, I would say G Herbo.
Number one drill rapper making money.
To me, I would think so. I would think it's G Herbo.
I like G Herbo.
I would say
let me rephrase that. Somehow, let me rephrase that. Who's the number one New York drill rapper out here?
We're gonna go back.
Who got platinum plaques and everything?
Favi, I would say.
Go Favi.
Platinum album? You got a platinum album?
Yeah.
You got a platinum album?
Yeah, I think the album did go. It did.
He had the Alicia Keys record. That went out.
And guess what?
He has some records.
I like him.
That album was
I like him too. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm saying, so I would say
Keith, right?
I would say No, I would say.
But New York, right?
I think
Not New York.
I think G Herbo definitely smokes them.
Everybody out of the Gen Z.
New niggas. I think.
Cause Five is an old dude, right? He an older dude, right?
I think G Herbo.
Is he Gen Z?
They all from that generation.
They all from that generation.
But they different ages.
But Chief Keef ushering in a whole new wave of lifestyle. If it wasn't for him, niggas
Chief
ain't
Keef
spinning.
music is drill music. You know what I'm saying?
Chief Keef music
all that
is
shit
drill.
they do out there.
That's drill.
All that shit is drill music.
That's a fact.
The shit that's out here with them beats, that's the same beat every time. Don't lie. You heard an album, 10 songs on the album, right? Mm-hmm. Every beat got that same drum beat. Am I lying?
Same one.
With different sounds, right?
Same one.
Alright.
Same one.
Less. How that's interesting?
That's not interesting at all, bro. You 100% right. Like I said,
interesting.
I can say
I
don't care about
even if I
that.
rapped over the same drum beat 10 times, you ain't gonna be like, come on, dude.
If they ever had DMX, Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie Smalls, Tupac in it, that's the best era, bro. Cause where's their Mount Rushmore? Who's their Mount Rushmore of niggas that's like, that changed the culture? They might have one or two that flip things here and there.
They got like,
but nah.
But y'all saying Drake ain't even in that.
That's what I'm saying. That's
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Drake ain't no young kid. Drake been in the game for years. You know what I'm saying?
But he still.
He had to go up against Jay-Z in his prime. He had to go up against Lil Wayne in his prime, and he still sold records.
What separates the eras? Every 10 years?
It would have to be 10 years.
Every 10 years.
It would have to be every 10.
80s, 90s, 2010
to the
2000,
10 to 2020.
All right.
So
now we going from
wait
into the new.
But the golden era is considered the mid 90s to the early 2000s.
Mid 90s to early 2000s.
Oh, my bad.
Ask that question again. What drill rapper, number one drill rapper, has a platinum album? Besides Pop Smoke.
He
Besides Pop Smoke.
researched it.
So
hold up. Now Bobby don't got it.
None of them got platinum albums.
He said
Besides Pop Smoke,
That's crazy.
God bless.
Yeah,
We love drill rap. I like drill rap.
Facts. But
I like
niggas can't put
mumble rap.
together
I
albums.
like
So what?
No, I like all that shit.
So who has
I like
better
Punch
music
Dog,
though?
I like Gucci. I like all of them.
Who has better music though?
Who has better music between
The golden era and Gen Z?
what's the golden era?
From the 90s to 2000, 2008.
And who's right now the Gen Z?
That's from like so.
What songs is out from the Gen Z right now?
Too many.
Too many.
Like what? Like
All of the drill shit.
All of them.
Everything that you heard already.
Yeah, everything out.
Golden era.
Golden era. Yeah.
What'd you say, Fess?
But we like them, dude.
I love them.
I can't say what best.
What's catchier? The new era.
The new era is catchier.
The new era is catchier. Yeah.
The new era is catchier.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Lines, bars, hooks,
songs, beats,
all around.
structure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, overall the golden era.
Not simple cat in the hat shit.
Yeah.
Shit you gotta think about and do that.
Yeah.
Golden era.
Shit that you wanna.
Somebody do it now. I'm not gonna knock them. I heard a couple of niggas now that's nice now.
That's
They got out
nice.
there. I just, you know.
Right.
Yo, you can't stay for a few? Or you gotta go?
What's I gotta go.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying? What's that pimp nigga name, man? Dang, what's this nigga's name, son? It's a pimp nigga out right now. He's mad nice. Ali something.
I know you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Young boy be spitting too.
Yeah, he got.
You know some. Yeah. Nah.
That nigga's Gen Z, right?
Gen Z.
He nice.
They're nice.
Them niggas can't f that nigga. There's
Facts. A lot of niggas can't f with son.
The baby's nice too.
The baby's dead nice. Facts. Gen Z. Baby's dead nice.
Yeah, the baby
dead nice.
Both little baby nice too.
Now we getting
little baby too. Little baby nice.
Little baby got.
Wait. Hold up.
Nah,
You think the baby is doper than Lil Baby?
Yes.
How?
the baby is dope than a little.
You bugging.
I'm a rapper.
Baby rap.
Baby rap.
Baby do got rap. He kind of rap.
You talking about the baby's rapping better than Lil Baby?
Lil Baby makes
You
great
bugging.
songs.
But both of them make great songs. They both make great songs. The baby is smoke.
And the baby's
microphone
for some reason, right? We could say like Lil Baby, he got harmony, so you would think that that's way more commercial. But the baby don't do that harmony.
and he still make big commercial records.
Facts. Bars, the bar too. He barred up.
Like,
and he got bars. I listen to him.
I don't know.
The nigga got bars. He got flow. He got delivery. It's a great argument.
Yeah, you can't even. I don't know if it's better.
I'll see you in a couple days.
Like they might
I got
time.
I'll get next to you.
But speaking on, like, come on, they got some good rappers in their generation, bro.
Yeah, some great rappers in the generation.
They got some.
It's great rappers in the generation. It's great rappers in the generation. The problem is that it's oversaturated.
It was oversaturated with us.
No, it was not, nigga. You're right. Let's say it was oversaturated. It was Tribe Called Quest that didn't sound like Leaders of the New School. It was Leaders of the New School that didn't sound like Jungle Brothers. Even though they all was under the same group. Even though it was all in the same crew, everybody had their own thing. Queen Latifah did not sound like Moni Love, even though they were still there. Jay-Z did not sound like Tupac. Biggie did not sound like Nas. It's like nothing. All of those. Everybody sounds exactly the same right now, bro.
I get it.
And the ones that's making money is the ones that separated themselves.
Yeah.
Everybody who separated themselves is getting to it. If you didn't separate yourself, you fell behind, bro. And you might get a hit here, hit there, and you might make a song that might go crazy and do 10 million streams or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's not going to give you longevity. The niggas who last are the niggas who are unique. Outkast is one of the best groups of all time because
and that's one thing the golden era has that today don't have.
They don't have artists. There's nothing authentic about anybody. Everybody cookie cutter.
Yeah, so we talking music, right? Hip hop. Gen Z versus the golden era. Has better music.
I don't know. You could call me biased. I feel like the golden era. I'm an 80s baby, first of all. That shit raised me. Like, no disrespect to the new generation. Let's just go off of this. The new generation, when you play their song, do you rewind they shit back? Do you rewind they verse back? Like, yo, what he said? Let me hear that. I mean, that's the main difference right there. I grew up studying everybody's shit because I ain't know what they was saying. I might catch a bar too, like, yo, what the? Hit my man Ray, like, yo, what Nas said? Oh, he said this. I ain't say that. He said this. Nigga, we was breaking shit down like we was in college breaking. You know what I mean? I don't break down niggas' music. No disrespect. It's a few that might slip through, but overall, I'm going with my era.
Okay. Is there anything you like about the Gen Z music?
I the Gen Z. It's just I can't put my hand on it. I don't want to say that it's not timeless music, but I feel like it's around that curve because I find myself listening to old shit. My nigga, like, I listen to new shit still. I listen to like the newer, not past the Jada Kisses, like came after the like J. Cole, Kendrick. I fuck with these guys. I don't fuck them as much as like old school or the old heads, like they say. Like, I don't know. And to keep it 100, that's why I started writing again, because all my old heads phased out. It's a few left, but they feel like they too old to keep going, so they phased out. My nigga, if you got it, you got it, my nigga.
Yeah. Gen Z versus the golden era. Who has better music?
Yeah, for sure. So, shout out to Gen Z. I love everything that they got going on. But for sure, the golden era, man, they pioneered the game. And not just because, they the ones that started it, but it was a lot of detailed and a lot of craft that went into it. So they took a lot of elements, you know what I'm saying, to connect those moving pieces. And I think people don't see the synergy behind all of that music. Not saying that they don't have a lot of community behind the music today, but that was community driven. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you like about the drill music?
The drill music, what I like about it, I mean, they gave us Pop Smoke, you know what I'm saying? So for sure, Pop, shout out to Pop, rest in peace, Pop. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely opened up the doors for the international scene. So I feel like London, Central C, a lot of those guys wouldn't even be big names if it wasn't for the drill sound in Brooklyn. So Brooklyn really got to kind of own that, you know what I'm saying? Because they the ones that helped London get in how they were supposed to. Because Skepta was on the outside for a minute, and shout out to Skepta too, you know?
Right.
Word.
All right. So let me add on to that. Do you think there'll ever be another drill artist more influential than Pop Smoke?
Hard to say. Like, I think that there potentially might be, not a male, not men. I don't think there's ever gonna be anybody bigger than Pop Smoke in the men category. But I think, you know, the woman is up for grab. I think when it comes to like the ladies, you know, you got like Ice Spice and women out there like that. But I think that that's not solidified yet. So there's still a woman that could come and like really kind of take that to the next level.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Appreciate it.
Word,
bro.
no doubt. Shout out to
Yeah.
Word.
Again, my perspective comes from being in the studio all day long. I'm in the studio every single day. I heard every single kind of music, from the new kind of neo soul to the new kind of drill to whatever they call slizzy rap or
Sexy drill.
Sexy drill. I listen to all of this shit that they come up with, and honestly, it's some beauty to it. And some of it is art. But then some
I
of
like
it,
the slizzy music. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But I see what I don't like now. I can agree with you on what you just said. I like Cash Cobain and I like his squad, and they all do that same type of shit. But then it sounds weird when I hear a rapper that don't even them doing the same shit. Like I hear niggas on Staten Island.
Right.
Damn. I hear niggas on Staten Island doing that. But that's weird because it's like everybody was already doing the drill format, and then they came out with their own type of format, and then it's like, damn, now let's do this too.
But that's also the labels pushing the culture.
It kind of go for what you say though. Like they did to do something different, and it worked for them. Right. But everybody else is just like, we gonna do the same shit. Right. And that's kind of corny because it's like that's their shit.
That's
like,
their shit. And that was the thing about music that what made music back in the day better. It's like if you came out with that, damn, that was a good idea. Let me go try something else. Mm-hmm. And I hate to have an opinion, right? Because now you can't even have an opinion about this shit. Yeah. Because you're gonna be considered a hater.
Yeah,
no, it's never that.
This question is like
it's never that.
Answering it,
it's never that.
Like,
it's never that.
You didn't even get the answer that you're looking for. Like from
here's why
they're gonna respect.
Here's why
young dudes is gonna be like, yo, he's old and he's hating and he don't know what he's talking about.
Here's why this question. Here's why this is necessary. You got the Gen Z older dudes also saying Tupac is whack. You know what I'm saying? And this is allowed to be said.
But everybody's not entitled to an opinion.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
This is what this is. This is what this is.
I can say right now, somebody I don't think
you know what I'm saying
from the era before our era. I'm not gonna say it on camera, right? But if I said it, you would be shocked. But that's my opinion. I just don't think that he's as phenomenal as everybody else praise him to be.
I agree, but he's not
so
whack.
I'm not gonna say he whack, but the way sometimes, right, when people talk about something that is so fire, and then when you experience it, it's okay. That make it whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you hype this shit up to be the most amazing shit in earth that I'ma ever experience, and then I buy a ticket and go to experience it, and the shit is okay. Now it's whack to me. Right. It might have been okay if you didn't even brag and make it seem like. So that's how I feel about this certain artist. Like everybody talks so highly about him, but to me he's just, you know what I mean? Like, so I can understand how somebody could think that maybe they just don't get Tupac. But that's just not their thing.
And the thing is that we always talk
Tupac's
about,
dope though.
We always talk about can a Gen Z or can our generation put out a record today, right? And what I think is, if roles were reversed, these young niggas couldn't put out a record back then.
So vice versa.
Like they would only be fans. They would only be fans.
Vice versa.
Because they wouldn't. I don't think it's vice versa though.
No, our music wouldn't necessarily work. The shit we was doing then wouldn't work in their times, and the shit they're doing now wouldn't work in our time.
You can't tell me that. You know why? Because I don't make.
But then again, you know what? You know how you wrong.
And I still did a million.
You know how you might be wrong.
Independent.
You know how you might be wrong. Our generation was more acceptable to different type of music. So if somebody would have came out with drill music back then and they popped it off, it might have worked because it was different. The first nigga who did it, not 1,000 niggas, but the first nigga who did some drill shit in the 90s, he might have created his own way.
Only one,
or the 2000s,
maybe two. It would have been one, maybe two.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like hieroglyphics was wild. They wasn't drill, but it was mad different shit, bro.
Right. Like you know what I'm saying? You talking about That's what I'm saying though. I don't think it would have been an influx of like it wasn't when when this shit started getting crazy, like when Daz Effects, Channel Live, all of these niggas, they was kind of like the same niggas, right? They're like
I go for that
similar, right? But
gimmicks.
But it was.
I like Daz Effects though. I like Channel Live too.
I love Channel Live. It was like, you know what I'm saying, Lords of the Underground. Like all of these niggas was cut from the same cloth of duos, right? But that's when the labels was like, yo, we're just gonna make money. We're just gonna make money. We don't care no more about authenticity. We don't care about none of this other shit. We just gonna get these niggas in the room, get them in the studio, let them do what they do best, and we'll fucking make $1 off of it. I think that they just started signing the first people, like the same nigga.
But that's all they care about. That's what it is to them, is business.
When I finished 106 and Park, right, I went to a music convention, and at the time, I'm literally like the hottest nigga in New York, right? I'm literally the hottest rapper in New York. The hottest rapper. I got bidding wars going everywhere. Hottest nigga in New York. I go to a convention, right? And it was a nigga named Eric Nix, and it was Matthew Knowles, Irv Gotti, and Fat Joe was on this panel that I was at. And the nigga said to me, and like, so the nigga said at the time, Hey Y'all had just came out, the Dre 3000. Right?
Yeah, all this shit.
And every A&R at this damn place was only walking around asking, do you have another song like Hey Y'all? That's it. They only wanted, because that was the hottest. They was like shaking like a Polaroid picture. That's all they cared about.
Yeah.
Shaking like a Polaroid. Do you have anything that clever? It's about being witty and being different and standing out, but I want the same thing that he just did. If it's about being witty and standing out and being different, then why would you ask me if I had records like that?
Because they know we make money,
right?
Bro, and
So that's what I'm saying.
Like, so that's what companies do.
The reason why the music is so is because of the music business is. Like, think about how much Fest.
But to say that is wrong,
I'm gonna tell you why.
The business of music is the same as the business of anything.
No, it's not.
What you saying don't work in music works in every other form of business.
What I'm trying to tell you, that's what makes it. If I can go somewhere else and do the exact same thing that I do elsewhere, and I can make money, and I can't do it in the music business, that means that something is broken in the music business. This is how the music business. How much is one stream worth? One stream.
Damn near nothing.
That money is a percentage of a penny. And this is the reason why the music is. The reason why niggas don't care and niggas gotta make another record right away is because they know that back in the day, when I bought Capital Punishment, the Punch first album, I rocked that album for 1.5 years before I had to change. Like, I really was able to really dissect every song for 1.5 years. If somebody comes up with an album that I like today, in 2 weeks, that shit is dead. Dead. There ain't nobody even wants it. Nobody cares about it. It is like, wow, when you next time you gonna drop some new shit? What, nigga? This shit is still warm. Like, the body didn't even get cold yet, nigga. Like, the blood is still there. Like, at least kill this first. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, my nigga is like, the music business is. Niggas gave more money for per stream. If like you made $1 per stream or 50 cents per stream, right? That's that. Nigga, you know how happy you would be with 10,000 streams? You understand what I'm saying? You know how happy you would be with 100,000 streams? Nigga, you make 1,000. It takes on YouTube. It takes 1,000 views to make $1. 1,000 views.
Music is just a door for other things, though. Like you gotta establish yourself. Like music is like a commercial to me. That's the way
That's what it is, right? But it shouldn't be.
It's just something that attracts people to.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
To have.
Wanna know why it shouldn't be? Because we got niggas like Pink Floyd. We got niggas like Pink Floyd and Black Sabbath, right? Who haven't made songs in 20 years and still living off their old work. Why Big Daddy Kane ain't living off his old work?
Well, I want to say that's not a fact.
It is a fact. Big Daddy Kane gotta still tour. He gotta still tour.
He's still getting paid off his.
He gotta still tour. What I'm saying to you is, Ozzy Osbourne is in the house somewhere, chilling in his mansion. He hasn't done a show in years.
I didn't know.
You know what I'm saying? Ozzy Osbourne ain't doing no shows.
Yeah.
You think that the niggas from Guns N' Roses is outside really booking shows?
Nah.
And Big Daddy Kane gotta work for his. And these niggas the same fucking age.
I'm just saying, don't think that he not still getting money from.
I'm not saying he can't earn. I'm not saying he can't earn. What I'm saying is, our is that we looked up to as gods should not have to work, is what I'm saying. But the thing is that because we don't know what the fucking price of a stream is, this is the incentive. All right, so let me further expound on what I'm saying. Let me tell you what. No, that's not true, bro. Yeah, bro, that's not true. Let me ask you this, bro. Think about it. I'm gonna tell you why this is not true. That's why you don't have to explain.
It's the same with like being an athlete. You gotta have something else, bro. You gotta have.
Think about this. Bro. Think about this. How many rock artists do you think? What do you think Elvis's estate is worth today?
I mean, I could only imagine.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What has Elvis done? He done movies back in the day. His estate is still living off his old work. You want to know why? Because there was a dollar amount attached to what he did. So there was a value, and everything today is about perceived value, not actual value. The thing is that, think about this. The reason why people are incentivized to make a minute and 49-second song is because after a minute and 49 seconds, nothing else you're getting paid for, right? Mm-hmm. So the reason why songs are short is because, I don't know if you know this, on Spotify, if you put out a song today and Fest listens to your song for 30 seconds, that's not a listen. I gotta come listen to it for another 30 seconds. Another nigga gotta come listen to it. If your song is 2 minutes long and they only listen for 30 seconds, you don't get a stream. You gotta get a full 2-minute listen for it to count up to one stream. If you make your song for 2 minutes long, make your song 2 minutes long and get 200 niggas to listen to it for 10 seconds, you're gonna probably have one stream. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, so now, what's the thing? Alright, make my song a minute and 49 seconds. Why a minute and 49?
That bad. If your music is that bad,
they all that bad. That's
why
they
only make it through 10 seconds,
bro.
And you gotta do. I'm not thinking about shit like that because I expect a nigga to play my whole song.
Right.
So if you living your life that way, to where a nigga's only playing your song for 30 seconds or 10 seconds or 1 second, my nigga, this is not for you. You should be doing something else. Bro. So all of that shit you saying, I get it, but
nigga,
I don't give a fuck about that.
I know you don't.
Whoever's doing that,
you should,
because I know people.
No. This one I'm trying to. This one I'm trying to.
Going on.
It matters though. But this one we talking about the new era. We talking about Gen Z.
But if they doing that, if they want to waste their time,
we're talking about Gen Z, bro. This is how they're getting them.
But all of their music ain't that bad. All their music ain't that bad. I'm talking about. You gonna listen to 30 seconds.
I'm talking about.
I give a lot of these young niggas a shot, and I end up playing their music, bro.
So this is what I'm saying. It looked like you got 40 million views. It looked like you got 40 million views.
Yeah.
But that didn't count to the amount of money they paid you for it. That's what I'm trying to say. They still got their views is up. They got 30 million views. They got 10 million views. They got 5 million views in 2 weeks. Problem is, that 10 million after you divide it for amongst the amount of people that listen for the duration, and you got to understand there's such thing as called cost per click. Do you know what cost per click is? Do you know what a customer acquisition cost is for you? How much it costs you to gain a fan? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the thing is that looking at it from a number standpoint, right, of the business side, that's what I'm trying to say. The business is fucked up. Because if you're talking about cost per click, how much does it cost me to get you to listen to my song for 3 minutes? You know what I gotta pay for that? Mm-hmm. Right? So now, if I'm like, let's say I can get the number down as low as 6 cents, 6 cents per click, right? Nigga, now how much money do I have to put in to get everybody to 6 cents per click to get my song to go platinum? You understand what I'm saying? It's like the money is and how much of that money you get back? You don't get 6 pence per song stream. You get less than a penny. So now in order for me to make my dollar for dollar, I gotta do 6 times the amount of work. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, it don't matter how good your song is, bro.
Nah,
you gotta hope and pray that niggas some shit.
So now let me ask you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? You have all this knowledge in how the business works. Mm-hmm. Do you use one of these streaming platforms to stream your music?
I do, and I don't want to anymore. I want to use even the new shit that's out.
But is that a streaming platform?
It's not a streaming platform per se. It's like a website that you go to, and you put a dollar amount to it.
And then I seen them do that. And you can sell your shit for like $20, $50.
Or nigga can just give you $2 for it.
What's their percentage?
I don't remember what I never did it. I didn't look into it yet.
But shit like that, like it's hard to make money on shit like that because nobody's there.
Right.
Nobody's
gotta
on them
drive.
sites.
Again, you still gotta drive traffic. So now you still gotta do your SEO.
When you on iTunes and your shit is a nigga not even looking for your shit,
right.
But it pop up because it say this is other music you might like. You're not getting that.
That's the thing,
doing shit like that. You gotta be a lit nigga on your own to do some shit like that. You gotta have your own following.
Or
I'm saying
you have to know how to use SEO. Search engine optimization, right? You got to know how to make people say, all right, I'm going to target this audience. I know how to get in your phone to make sure that your phone, I'm getting my music sent directly to you. I'm coming across your timeline 3-4 times.
It ain't enough for a nigga to see your shit, bro.
I understand.
Like a nigga could see your shit.
I understand.
And not know who the fuck you is.
So
and that shit don't mean nothing. I see you 50 times on my phone.
Have you ever worked
if it ain't nothing that somebody told me about that made me feel like I should click on it, I'm not clicking.
You guys are seasoned artists.
Yep.
What's stopping y'all from creating like your own website, selling your music from your own website?
Right, that's the fact.
It's what we just said. It's easier said than done.
It's about the flow of traffic. It's not easier said than done. It's about one you gotta have.
You can do it. It's easy to do it.
No, it's not. It's
but
not. It's
why
easy
not?
to do it, and it's easy to finish, and it's easy to follow through. The problem is that you gotta compete with YouTube, all these other things, right? So like,
what makes you so special?
You have to have
what makes you so special that
gotta be
I don't gotta go to where everybody else buys music. I'm gonna just go to your website and buy your. Who makes you like?
That's where you come in as an artist because it's the same shit if you put a song
that's what I'm saying.
on a streaming platform.
Facts.
It's the same hustle. There's a million artists up there.
Facts.
Yeah.
So you come in as an artist, you gotta advertise your website.
Yo, bro, you ain't never lied. You are 100% right.
That's the same thing.
It ain't difficult. It's tedious. And the problem is like what we said earlier. Artists just want to be artists. Niggas be tired of doing the business part.
That's
like even if you hear me talk, like I don't sound like an artist. I sound like a record executive. I hate that. I want to sound like an artist. I want to fight for the artist. I want to be where he feeling like nah nigga, just easy, just do this. Nah nigga, because I know that once the fucking wizard comes from behind the motherfucking thing, and you see that it's just a regular nigga, and it's not no real wizard.
Shit.
It's like holy shit.
That's what fuck up the business. You find out how fucked up the business is.
Everything
You might not even want to do this shit no more.
It's fake. Everything is fake. Nigga, when I found out Hulk Hogan wasn't a real nigga, I was like, oh nah, bro. Hulk Hogan? A fraud? He's a racist too?
This shit a fantasy.
Nah, bro. Hey, once the wins come out from behind the curtain, my nigga, and you realize it's just some comedian nigga, you don't realize, you be like, damn, I don't even know if I like this. And then once you start seeing like, oh nah, that nigga just said some real nigga raps. Then you meet the nigga, he do some bitch ass shit to you, you be like, god damn, that nigga's a bitch ass nigga. And so now it's like, damn, all these niggas is bitch ass niggas. All these niggas is doing sucker shit. Right. It's like, yo, damn, I'm the only, now you the weirdo because you a real nigga.
Right.
You the fucking weirdo in the room. They looking at you like, why is this guy here? He's really tough, and none of us are tough. And it's like, yo, my nigga, I found out so much shit about the music industry that I didn't want to know. It's like, yo, my nigga, it's not real. It's not a real place.
Yeah, it's fake.
It's fake, my nigga. And it's
like we got caught up. Artists get caught up with this whole fantasy and this shit. Like, you gotta become an artist and you gotta be out here doing dumb shit and living that shit. Like, that shit is the gift and the curse. That shit will destroy you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, thinking that you gotta be some kind of way to sell records and shit. Like, if you got a story to tell, the objective is to make it out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Not get in this shit and continue to live the same way that you was living before you got an opportunity to make music. You know what I'm saying? You can always speak about your past and where you came from, but I think like let me caught up with that shit, like trying to live that shit and trying to be that shit forever. Like that don't always gotta be you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to grow in life.